Good day. I am your reporter for today's lesson. I am Ghianna Roxas. So in this video, we will discuss about global migration. Learning outcomes. First, identify the reasons of the migration of people. Second, explain why states regulate migration. Lastly, discuss the effects of global migration and the economic well-being of states. So, what is migration? In the definition of Boswell, migration is defined as the form of social behavior that is both shapes and is shaped by broader social and economic structure and process of transformation. There are three categories of global migration. First, voluntary economic migration is the pursuit of economic stability. Forced displacement and refugee crisis refer to how people are forced to migrate. Two types of migration. We have internal migration, refers to people moving from one area to another within one country. Second, international migration, people across borders of one country to another. 5 groups under international migration. Immigrants move permanently to another country. Worker migrants stay in another country for a fixed period. Example of this is our OFWs. We have illegal migrants, family petition migrants, and lastly, refugees or asylum seeker. Those unable or unwilling to return because of a well-founded fear of persecution.
The top 3 regions of origin are Latin America, 18% of global total, followed by Eastern Europe and Central Asia, 16%, in the Middle East and North Africa, 14%. On a per-country basis, India, Mexico, and China leading with Philippines, together with Afghanistan, only ranking 6th in the world. The top 10 country destinations of these migrants are mainly in the West and Middle East, with the United States topping the list. 50% of global migrants have moved from developing countries for the developing countries to developed zones of the world and contribute anywhere from 40 to 80% of their labor force. Their growth has outstripped the population in the developed countries. 3% versus only 0.6%, such today, according to the think tank McKinsey Global Institute. First-generation migrants constitute 13% of the Western Europe, 15% in North America, and 48% in the GEC countries. The majority of migrants remain in the cities, and the percentage of migrants in cities are 92 and 99% in the United States, 95% in the United Kingdom, innumerously to rising the productivity of their host countries.
Migrants' contribution to destination country in dollars and as percentage of national GDP in 2015. Country, United States, contribution $2 trillion, percentage of GDP 11%, Germany, $350 billion, percentage of GDP 17%, United Kingdom, $390 billion, 14%, Australia, $330 billion, 25%, Canada, $320 billion, 21%. In 2014, India held the highest remittances with $70 billion, followed by China with $62 billion, Philippines $28 billion, and Mexico with $25 billion. Global migration is siphoning qualified personnel and removing dynamic young workers. This process is often referred to as brain drain according to McKinsey Global Institute. Government are thus actively involved in the recruitment and deployment of works, some of them setting up special departments like Bureau of Manpower, Employment and Training in Bangladesh, Office of the Protector of Immigrants with the Indian Labor Ministry, and here in our country we have Philippine Overseas Employment Agency. On the top issue of brain drain, Sending state must likewise protect migrant workers. The United States Federal Bureau of Investigation lists human trafficking as the third largest criminal activity worldwide. The latter accuse migrants of bringing in the culture from their home countries, amplifying differences in linguistic and in ethnic custom. Crucially, the lack of integration gives xenophobic and anti-immigrant groups the ammunition to argue that these new citizens are often nationals in the sense of sharing the dominant culture.